I'm Gloria Strode and welcome to Straightforward. Today I'm going to have a wonderful conversation with my neighbor, the awesome retired educator, Dr. Lenton Pruitt. Welcome, Dr. Pruitt.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
You, besides being this fabulous educator, you and I worked at Marshall Middle School, and that truly was a labor of love to just get up every morning, to be there for the children, support the teachers, you there walking the hall, doing what you needed to do to make sure that everything really ran smooth. So that you spent a lot of your adult life doing that. But then there's another side of you where you're very active with your church. I know you're a church leader. See, I do my homework. But you have received an honor. And when you told me about it, I wanted to share it with our audience. So you have received the honor of being what?
The Kappa Man of the Year for the Columbus Alumni Chapter. Kappa Man of the Year
for a Kappa Alpha Psi.
Absolutely.
Really? So those are the crimson and cream people, as we are seeing today. Well, actually, my husband has a lot of family members that, you know, believe in that crimson and cream. And I've yet to see you with that cane, though. See, I'm going to have to see if you can still step with that cane, because that was one of the things that going to a HBCU, you know, they had to step and with the cane and that kind of thing. So I'm still waiting to see you do that one. Is it too late?
Well, it's too late for twirling the cane, but for stepping with it, yes.
Yeah, you think you can still do that?
Yeah, I know I can do it.
All right. Oh, he knows he can do it. Okay, so how did, is it you were voted by the members from this area? Did you have to compete? How did you come to being the Kappa Man of the Year?
Well, thank you for asking. And before I go there, I want to simply say to you, I want to thank you for giving me this opportunity to come on your show. Being recognized as the Kappa Man of the Year is a gigantic feat for me. The process is that we nominate from the floor, and the ones who get the most votes would go into a nomination process. So we had like 3 nominees.
Really?
And so we had to go back to the floor to choose one. Yours truly won.
All right. Only Dr. Pruitt, my neighbor.
Man, oh man.
Yeah.
Now, I've been a part of the process over the years, part of the nominating committee. But this is the first time that I can recall being on the ballot.
Really?
Not to say I did anything differently or did anything more. I think, and I'm thinking because I don't know the mindset of people, but I know my brothers realized the good works I was doing and wanted to recognize me for the efforts that I made to make the chapter or the frat a better situation.
And that's what it really should be about, because I know you all have some community outreach and programs that you do, so I want you to share that. But you made a very valid point, Dr. Pruitt, when you say to be recognized by your peers for your hard work. You know, a lot of times we don't really just want, say, a trophy or bells or whistles, but it's just important, I think, when people are doing a good job to say, good job, we appreciate that. And that's, you know, people keep going, you'll get more. You agree?
I agree with that. And one of the things I had to do, and sometimes you have to let people know where you come from.
Yes.
So one day I got all of my memorabilia, all of my plaque certificates that I received over the years to let the millennium know that I just did not get here.
You didn't just start right here. That's
No.
a conversation we
Absolutely.
it seems to be the common thread when we're dealing with millennials. That's not to put them down.
No, not at all.
But they have to understand you can't just start right there. You got to start here to move there. Yeah.
So I shared with them previous postmarks that recognized the efforts that was made and granted me a plaque, a certificate, or an award here. And so just wanted to let them know that I certainly appreciate the fact they recognize me for the things I've done over the past year. And so coming from your peers mean a lot. And I constantly tell them that, you know, if my head is big now, it's not my fault, it's yours.
Because they made you a star for a year.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but you use the term pole mark. So I always want to make sure I'm educating my viewers. So, and that's something common among in your Greek community. But exactly who and what that is, the pole mark.
Okay, the pole mark is actually our president.
Oh, that's the term for the president.
Yes,
okay.
but in Kappa, it's Pomar,
okay.
which means president.
Okay.
Chief.
All right. Yeah, because some of them have a basilis or something else. So,
right.
and when we hear Pomar, then we know it's the crimson and cream.
Yes.
Okay. And so,
and may I inform you who my pole mark is?
yes, who is that?
Yes, Frank Thomas Jr.
Frank Thomas Jr.
Yes.
Really?
The infamous, the giver, Frank Thomas. Yeah.
Oh,
he's an awesome leader.
Is he?
Yes, he is.
Oh, how great is that? See, I'm learning something. And you know, we've been neighbors a long time and we work together in the same place. I want to learn.
You want to learn?
I want to know. You know, you don't want to just walk around in the dark.
I understand.
Yeah. And so you all have some wonderful community outreach things that you have been working on.
Yes, and thank you for asking. The reason why I'm saying that is because, you know, sometimes if you don't toot your horn, people don't realize what you're doing.
Yes.
And so even though I was elected as the Kappa Man of the Year, it was the works that my brothers saw me do. So to let you know that we actually do a lot in the community. We have community service projects that we do year-round, starting with the Toys for Tots.
Really?
Yes, something that we love to do every year around Christmas time is that we get gifts, purchase a gift, have gift donated, and we take those gifts wrapped to the children's ward in the hospital.
Really?
And usually we will go up like on the 23rd or sometimes on Christmas Eve and deliver those gifts. And oftentimes when we go, it is so many of us there that we have to hang out in the lobby and let us go in down the halls in increments of 10 or 12 because we just love doing it.
To have that kind of turnout
Oh,
at the holiday season, and you're trying to do something that would bring some joy to someone else's life. Because, you know, a lot of times we are selfish people by nature, humans. So we're more focused on our family. It's Christmas, 2 days before Christmas, Christmas Eve, and a lot of times people don't have time to do that. But what we're going to do is we're going to go to our sponsors, come right back, and we're going to keep talking about those services. All right.
Thank you.
We'll be right back after word from some of our sponsors. Straightforward is brought to you by Chalk by Quincy introduces Excellence Redefined, timepieces of the finest technology, luxury, and class with tons of style at chalklifestyle.com. Renal Associates, LLC, a team of physicians dedicated to excellent kidney care with 5 convenient locations to serve you. Stark Avenue, Columbus, Bradley Park, Columbus, Lafayette Parkway, LaGrange, East Burkhalter Avenue, Buena Vista, and Springs Street in Warm Springs. The Framing Factory and Art Gallery, specializing in quality art and framing for all your needs. Original etchings, limited editions, and prints. Call Carlton Dickey today at 706-324-3823 or visit the Art Gallery at 1325 17th Street in Columbus.
Walmart's reason for supporting Thurgood Marshall College Fund is simple. We like to win. And we have been given a lot of exposure to some incredible talent. And we also believe that it's a part of our responsibility to the community to give back. This is a great opportunity to do both. It's been a wonderful experience for us through the years. We've appreciated our partnership. We believe in return on investment, and we have definitely had a remarkable return.
Come meet your new best friend at Paws Humane.
Adopting from your shelter makes sense. You get a great friend checked by our vet. They're fixed, all shots, microchipped, all ready to make you and your family's life better. 4900 Milton Road, Columbus. Paws Humane.
Come meet your new best friend at Paws Humane.
welcome back to Straightforward. I'm continuing this fun conversation with my neighbor, Dr. Lenton Pruitt. Dr. Pruitt, I tell you, your spirit is just a good one, and we need more of that. We need to be able to laugh about things because sometimes life gets real hard and the world is so serious.
Yes.
But what we were saying before we went to the break is that the brothers of Kappa Alpha Psi here in Columbus have been very supportive in your tots for Christmas toys and that kind of thing, and so you're not having a hard time with getting people to show up for you all to get out and go to visit the hospital wards, you know, a day or two before Christmas. Oh. That's one of your biggest outreaches.
And as far as getting people to show up, no, we'd like to meet during the week and wrap those gifts.
Do you really wrap them yourself?
Yeah, we don't take them home. We wrap them right there in the
really?
well, in the fraternity house.
Right, right.
And it's a fellowship
so you're not
time.
You're not getting wrapped at the mall.
Oh no.
Oh, okay. So
no.
you all actually have a gift wrapping session. Really?
And we make notations as to how old, gender, and all of that,
Because
so
you
we
want to
can put them in
appropriately match.
category.
Okay.
And one of the most beautiful things to see is to see a person or a child smiles during their trials and tribulation, the pain they're going through.
Yeah.
To walk in there and just hand it to them, and I mean, it just does something to you.
Yeah.
You know, to see them light up. But that's one of the projects we do, and the other projects we do as far as community service is a holiday canned food.
Okay.
We have a canned food drive that we normally concentrate on around Thanksgiving to provide meals for families. You know, we select 3 families out of the year to provide a full meal for them.
A full meal.
A full meal.
Yeah, because I know, like our church, we would give turkeys, and maybe some collard greens, but then sometimes you need the other fixings.
Yes.
So you all provide the full meal.
The full meal.
Okay.
Yes. It's a committee that puts that together, and they would identify the family and get the monies to go ahead on and purchase the full meal and give that meal to the family.
So how do you get the families? Can the just general public recommend, or is it people that you all have interfaced with during the year? Or, of course, you're a former longtime educator, so you probably know half of the kids who are now adults in this town, and they might have kids. So is it how does that happen? You all have a committee that identify, or everybody can submit a name?
We have a committee that would go out and take information, references, and things of that nature, because we try to make sure we're using other venues when it comes to identifying the families. So the committee knows where to go. They know whether or not to go into the schoolhouse, the House of Mercy, or to the churches. And then once they seek out the families that are deserving at that time, then we would give the family meals to them then.
That is really wonderful. So you're looking out for the sick children, you're helping the needy families, all of that kind of fit into all of your labor of love and all the work you did at Marshall Middle School, where we actually serve children from 5 public housing projects. So what your frat brothers didn't know, you've been in the game a long time. You know, you did it on a daily basis. No, really. And you were able to help and mentor children through, that had different type of social challenges. Yeah. So those fabulous Crimson and Cream people, you always have some wonderful events. You got an event that's coming up. What's that?
Absolutely. Everything that we do in reference to putting on events, fundraisers, are designed to help us with our scholarship initiatives. And so we have 2 signature events. We have the Crimson and Cream Ball, and we have the White Party.
The White Party and the Crimson and Cream Ball.
Yes, the Crimson and Cream Ball is usually around February.
Okay. Around sweetheart time.
Absolutely.
Okay.
All that beautiful red, that passion color.
Yes.
And the White Party, it used to be the White Linen Party, but now we just say the White Party, where you come dressed all in white. And it's a pretty much laid back affair, but it's one designed to raise money for scholarships. And that's going to be held, actually, if it's okay with you.
Sure.
It's going to be held August the 4th.
Okay.
We're going to use the facility off of Lynch Road.
Uh-huh.
I think that's the Columbus Fireman Building.
Right,
or something
right.
of that
Firefighters Association.
Exactly.
Right.
And so we're going to have that going on August the 4th.
So that's August 4th, and anyone can buy a ticket to attend since it's a fundraiser?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yes,
and
indeed.
this is for scholarships.
All go to scholarship.
All go to scholarship.
Yes,
It's not paying anybody a salary or anything like that.
Oh, no.
We're trying to get our kids in college and whatever we can do to support them, because books are expensive now.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you know, it's nothing more rewarding than to offer as many scholarships as you can afford. So there are times when we can give book scholarships, and there are times we have to just give scholarships based on the tuition of a child, depending on where they're going.
Right.
Because we not only give scholarships to those who are going off the 4-year college, we give junior colleges, we give trade school scholarships, and we even give scholarships to students who are going to camps.
That's important.
You know, absolutely.
But as an educator, see, they're blessed to have you on board. I don't know how many other educators are part of your chapter, but no, you know that.
Yes.
Because you were in the trenches daily.
Yes.
Yeah, and so going to a camp might help someone with correcting some behavior.
Oh, yes.
Right, or learning, you know, some academic, getting academic support. You know, academic enrichment, cultural enrichment.
Absolutely.
And I'm glad you said that you all are supporting students that go to technical colleges, because that's important.
Very
we need those folks with technical skills. If you need your car repaired, you don't need to call your dentist. And as we know that 4-year school is not for everyone. I mean, it makes the parents feel good, but you need to let the kids do what is comfortable in their gift. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
We also have a project that we have been doing over 25 years.
Really?
And that's visiting the nursing homes.
Really?
On the second Saturday of every month, the Kappas are at a nursing home playing Kappa bingo.
With the residents at the nursing home.
Absolutely.
So that's really missionary work.
Okay.
That's missionary. No, but that's a good thing.
It's a beautiful thing.
It is, and they're excited to see you.
When we walk in on second Saturday, we're talking about it's standing room only.
Really?
Because the tenants, the patients, they look forward to it.
Absolutely.
Some would miss it for the world.
I know, because unfortunately we have people that might be in those facilities that the families don't come as often maybe as they should, or they don't have any family at all. Well, I love that thought. We're going to take our final break, go to our sponsors, and we'll be right back. Okay. We'll be right back after a word from some of our sponsors. Straightforward is brought to you by Warrior Outreach. Contact Command Sergeant Major Retired Sam Rhodes or Kathy Rhodes. The Hugel Foundation, enriching the community through Christian music support, community outreach, and the Georgia Through Photography Project. For more information, call B at 706-568-6431. Progressive Funeral Home, family owned and operated since 1952. The George Ford legacy of high standards continues today in the compassionate and professional services provided. A touch of dignity for those who care. Progressive Funeral Home, 4235 St. Mary's Road, trusted by generations. Best Care, transforming minds and bodies, leading the way in the latest techniques of medical weight loss and wellness. Certified in family medicine and bariatrics, Dr. Blunt is ready to assist in the transformation of your mind and body. Call today, 706-221-6477, or visit bestcarecolumbus.com. East Alabama Endocrinology, educating and caring for those living with diabetes in Alabama and Georgia. 1400 Bradley Lake Boulevard, 3320 Skyway Drive, Suite 602, Opelika. Take charge of diabetes and live your best life. Kia Chambers School Board at Large, the Gold Star Program. Paving the path to success through academic achievement, student empowerment, leadership development, and citizenship. Encouraging all students to reach for the stars. State Senator Ed Harbison, serving the citizens of Georgia's 15th Senatorial District and on the front line for veterans every day. And welcome back to Straightforward. I'm continuing my conversation with my awesome neighbor, Dr. Lenton Pruitt, retired educator and Kappa Man of the Year. I mean, really, we rocking in our neighborhood. I tell you, we are really blazing the trails. But Dr. Pruitt, when we went to the break, I was so it really touched me when you said that the Kappas, the men of Kappa Alpha Psi in this community, you all have been going to the nursing home doing that Kappa bingo outreach since the 90s.
Since the 90s.
And it's not charging the facility a dime. This is just a labor of love, and the residents are happy to see you, and you wouldn't miss it for nothing.
Nothing at all.
Yeah. So you've seen a lot of people over the years, though.
Yes. And may I say something?
Yes, please.
It is not I alone.
Oh, sure.
Actually, and I don't mind saying this,
Yes.
but we have a brother named James Tanksley,
Okay.
who has spearheaded this project for over the years, almost over 25 years.
Really?
And we started it again, I said earlier in 1994. I started it, and then he took over. And when he took over, he took it to another level. We can have the HBC's classics here. We still going to do bingo on second Saturday.
So it is not going to change
Nothing's
anything.
gonna change.
See, that's what you call fully committed.
Because we know they're waiting on us.
And you don't want to disappoint them.
No.
Isn't that awesome? That really speaks to the heart and the character of the men in your group. Because we are easily, a lot of us are self-centered people. And if it doesn't always fit our schedule, like, all those, in the fall, we're going to have all those classics, those football games.
Absolutely.
And those are the it places to be. But you're saying that even if it's that weekend, you all will not let those residents down in the nursing home. Wow.
We'll be there.
You'll be there. They can count on it.
They can count on it.
All right. See, that's what I like. That's like money in the bank. So you have a very lovely family. Your kids have gotten grown, and I keep convincing you at the mailbox you should go and adopt some more. So your daughter, she has gotten grown, graduated from college, and went on to a career. And then my favorite guy, you have him out there working in the yard when he comes home on break, but he's in college. And so you've done good. So what's the next thing? What's for you now?
What's for me?
Yeah.
I would like to have a motorcycle.
I don't want you to have a motorcycle.
Another sports car.
No, you got a sports car. You've had a motorcycle. I know that. I want you to open up a school. I told you that, right?
Yes, you have.
I have. I was serious.
And I know you're serious because I'm here on your show.
Yeah.
And when we were talking,
yes,
I'm like, make it happen.
Yeah.
And see, you speaks volume. I mean, this speaks volume because I thought you were just doing one of those.
No.
And see, it's evident because I'm here now.
Yeah. But I think that you got the great men lined up, all those wonderful Kappa men. It don't have to be something so big.
Well,
but it doesn't have to be like a regular school, but it could really be something to help our young men so they can look like that, so they can speak like that, so they can be Dr. Lenton Pruitt, Jr. You have to show us something different so we'll know something different. We knew that when we worked with the kids at Marshall.
Yes. And may I say that we have what's called the Kappa Leaguers.
Kappa Leaguers?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, we have a Kappa League, but in the league we have leaguers. We have young men that are being groomed to become future leaders in years to come.
Really?
We tailor them toward the careers that they're aspiring to go in. We put them with like-minded individuals. If one wants to be a fireman, an educator, a doctor, or whatever, we go out and find people to mentor with them.
Really?
To them. And so we have a Kappa League program already in effect. Those guys meet every third Sunday. And when they meet, they're going through a rigorous course of information to help them to become better citizens, strong leaders in years to come.
Is that free?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Well, I mean, you have to get your uniform.
Right. But it's not like joining the YMCA or where you got to pay on a monthly basis or.
No, it's an awesome mentoring program. And we are, if I'm not mistaken, I was looking at the leaguers just the other day, and I counted about 20.
Really?
And we're talking about regiment on point, ready to receive instruction.
Ready to receive instruction.
Yes.
That's the educator coming out.
And,
yes.
and we get good parental support.
That's
The
important.
parents come, sit there and wait until they have their meeting. Their meetings are always about planning, how to strategically plan for any endeavor.
Really.
And so it is one of the outreach programs that we have that I would say, similar to what you're asking about when it comes to the schooling, that is already in place for young men right now to be a part of.
That since your
12 to
babies,
18.
12 to 18, and since your babies are grown,
My babies are grown.
you have more time to take that to the next level
Okay.
and expand. Because if we listen to the news every day, we know what we're hearing on the news.
Yes.
And they're getting younger and younger and younger, and we don't need to lose a whole generation, you know, because if they don't have something, you know there's something good to replace that other stuff with. They're going to take up with the other stuff.
Yes,
I mean, you know, you worked in
you're
education for a long time.
You're absolutely right, because just recently we had a signing. Student, you know, they in school, but when they're athletes, you know, the signing is publicized with the
Right.
newspaper and all of that. Well, we also allow our seniors who are receiving academic scholarships, ones going to the military, to also have their signing as well.
Really?
Because again, we promote college and
Yes.
and
Higher
post-education.
Yes, post-secondary. You want
Exactly,
that.
exactly.
Because you want to prepare the future leaders.
Absolutely.
Right, so.
And so we are very fortunate that majority of those kids, the high schoolers that we have, are moving on to post-secondary education,
All right.
if not going to the military.
Okay, and so we're about to run out of time. So if
Oh,
people are
no.
interested in learning more about the Kappa Leaguers, then they can reach out to Kappa Alpha Psi. And you all have a house down on
On 2nd Avenue, 830 2nd Avenue.
Okay, and who is the pole mark again?
Frank Thomas Jr.
Frank Thomas Jr.
Yes.
So if mothers or any families want to reach out and get more information, then you all can be found
Absolutely.
on 2nd Avenue.
On 2nd Avenue, we also have a Facebook page
Okay.
and a Kappa website.
All right, so they can get all those three and get that information. Well, Dr. Pruitt, I thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule. I know you're moving around a lot. You active with your church, and you know, just a whole lot of things. And you've done such a good job raising those wonderful kids of yours. I'm going to still meet you at the mailbox and encourage you to take it to the next level. And I thank you so much for coming.
And thanks for your encouragement. And
All
thanks
right.
for giving me this opportunity as
Oh,
well.
absolutely, my pleasure. All right. This has been straightforward. If you don't stand for something, you will fall for anything. Until next time, be blessed.